Hi, this video po ipakita natin kung paano paggamit ng software natin. Very easy to use po ito, very user friendly. Okay, now we will start. You can see here the toolbars, the tabs. You can see here all the scopes that's covered within this software. You can see at the top, earthworks. You can calculate the concrete, reinforcement, the formworks, masonry, roofing, doors, ceiling, drywall, painting, tiles, electrical, and plumbing also. Here we have the project information, and if you need help, we have a video tutorials here. You can see the link. If you want to edit the project version, just click this one. You have the edit database. You have the bar bending schedule. You have also the database for the unit cost kasi depende ito sa local markets. So you have to edit this one so you have a accurate po yung estimate natin. Then the bill materials, and you have the summaries. And you can contact me if you need some assistance. Okay, now we will start. First of all, we'll start on the project information. Just click this one. So in the project version, you have to put your project. What's the name of the project? Sample two-story residential building. Okay. Location, let's see, Cebu City. It's not exact. Spent semester X. Address Cebu City. Contractor if you have any, but if you don't have, just put this XXX. Okay, then you have to save it. Save. You have to save the data. Yes. Then exit. Okay. After that one, all the information will go to the database and the bill of materials. So you have to input first that one. Then we will start for the input data. First we do the earthworks. Okay. So here's we have exhibition, we have backfilling, and the gravel base building. Example. This is only for example, so you can see how it will work. Okay. You have here the database, and we have here the summaries. You can see the summaries here, all 0. So let's start for excavation. Example footing. In your drawings reference, you can see that if you're footing, you name F1. Let's see. Let's see foundation, location, and foundation. Slab of excavation. We have foundation. We have the slab. We have the wall footing. Let's see foundation. Structure ID F1. Footing 1. Let's see, in your drawing, in your project, you have 8 F1. The length is 1.8 by width is 1.4. The depth condition is 2.3. You can see here the summary is also 0. So when you save it, okay, you have now your database. And you can see the advantage of this software is while you're inputting, habang nag-input ka, nakita mo na yung output. See, nakita mo yung data. F1, we have a 6 cubic meter. Very simple po. Simple pong gamitin. All these details will go to the database. So it will keep on inputting. You keep on inputting, pupunta yan sa database natin. So backfilling, if you backfill, put all the data backfilling. Gravel building, if you have any, for example, the same F1. Condition, So F1 numbers 8, length 1.8 plus 0.2 both side, let's see 2 meters, and 1.4 plus 0.2, let's see 1.6, because we have an overlap point of 10 cm. Thickness gravel bed 0.1, we'll save it. Okay, so we have this foundation. Okay, and you have now the volume of your gravel bed. Automatic, you can see your volume. All the summary, you can have this one in your database. You can print it if you want, no problem. After this one, for earthworks, you have inputting all your data for earthworks, exit. Okay, then let's go to the concrete. Concrete footing. Okay, footing ID. So our example is F1. The length is 1.8. Sorry, I have mistaken on the artwork. It should be more than the thickness should be, the depth should be more than 0.3. No problem. The weight is 1.6, 1.4. Thickness, this is the thickness now of the footing, the dimension footing. Okay, yes, let's say 0.3. That's the one supposed to be the one I put, but it's no issue. So we have the sets, 8 sets, and the type of concrete strength. You have lots of, we have options here, drop down options. So select, it's a 13 PA, then save it. Okay, so it will appear here in your database. And if you see here in the concrete summary, you have now the footing, you have 65 cubic meter. So that's it, very easy. While you're inputting, you have your summary, you can see it, and all these things will go, as what I will say, it will go to the database. Then the same on footing, just input the wall footing ID, WF1, whatever the dimensions, and also the concrete strength. Okay, the same also the columns, the beams, the same also the slabs, concrete walls, the staircase. You have different kinds of staircase here. You have the straight, if you're straight. If you have an L staircase, you have the details here. If you have double L, and you have a U shape. So kompleto po yung software natin. Straight. If you have the stairs, you can calculate the stairs volume. We have also for landing. Okay, we'll start for the, let's see straight. Let's see the stairs. Stair ID, let's see stair 1. The width is 1 meter. See the riser, the height of the riser is 0.175. In the thread, it's 0.3. Then how many stairs in your project? See only one straight step. The number of steps, see 15. The strength the same, whatever you want, or you need a 30 standard one, 30 PMPA. Then save. You can see here the stairs. Let's cover now. Then save it. So it appears here. Okay. So you want to see the stairs now. First also we'll put the landing. T1. The length. See 1.2. On the weight the same. 1. The thickness. This landing slab. 125. Number of landings is 2. Up and down. Then the concrete strength 30. Then save. Okay, you have here the landing also, and you can see here, you can check the staircase. You can see the staircase here. You have now 1.48 cubic meter. So it's easy. Just input and you have automatic the summary. And you can find the summary also here in the database if you want to edit. You have to edit or minsan nalimutan mo yung dimension, parang you have, if you have a doubt that you have mistaken the dimensions, example footing or whatsoever, you can edit here at the database. Okay, I will show you how to edit. Okay, let's exit here, edit database. Example, you have a doubt with the footing, just open the footing and you have here, see. You see, if you have mistaken, your example is supposed to be 2 meters, then you put 128, so you can edit here. See, put it 2 meters, and it will update all the database. Then go back to the database, go home, go back home. Ngayon, punta tayo sa reinforcement. Dito po yung mga shapes natin. Okay. Example, sa footing. Okay, we will see the footing. Okay, the U-shape footing. Location, foundation, structure, footing 1. Okay, how many footings? We'll see 8 footings. Element, so what, the single layer only, so the bottom layer only. Let's put the bottom layer. The shape code is 21. The U-shape is 21. See the estimator, we have an option here. Anong size na gusto mong gamitin? This is 16 mm. The quantity, you will calculate that one in every both ways, or in longitudinal and then traverse. Okay. Let's say example 1.22, let's see 10 pieces for the longitudinal. Grade, we have a grade here, grade 40, that is 60, so grade 40. Now the bends, let's say A, we have there A, use 30 centimeter minus the covering, minus 75, 1.5, so let's say 0.15. Okay. The B, this is the longitudinal rebars, so 2 meters minus the covering 1.5, this is 1.85. The C, the same as A, 0.15. Then we have to input here the commercial length. Commercial length, we have available markets, we have 6, we have 75 meters, meron tayong 9, mayroong 10.5, at saka 12. Let's see, 12 meters, we choose 12 meters. And you can see here in the summary, still 0. Okay. Once you save it, you have there the database now, what you did, and now you have here the summary. You can see here the summary, 16 mm, the actual cut weight is 271 kilograms, the commercial is 303. Ang advantage po nito ay nalaman mo na yung waist mo. See? Consider waste, you have 31 kilograms waste. So it's very useful po sa madali. Pinaka-simple na software po to. The same also on kung ano pang mga shape na gusto mo, the same inputs, and all it will go to the summary here. It will add whatever parameter you want, all are here. Okay, so I will continue in my next video for the other scopes. So just watch for my next video. Okay, so at least nakita niyo po paano natin yun. Please share and like and share na lang po para po natin ma-share sa iba. So just watch.